Hey guys, it's Greg Jones for Engine Builder, and today we are at Fast Forward Race Engines in Port Richey, Florida. I'm joined by owner Joe Irwin, and this right here between us is a Gen 3 Stage 3 Coyote short block, and it's our Engine of the Week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pengrade 1, L-Ring DOS Original, and NPW.
Joe, thanks for having us in and seeing around the shop. You know, you got a whole bunch of engines here in the assembly room, but today we're focusing on a Gen 3 Stage 3 short block here. And you're going to walk us through kind of what you guys do to this and kind of what some of the applications that this thing can be used for.
Sure. This is our bread and butter short block here. This is what we sell the most of. This is what all of our wholesalers sell here. This starts life as a Gen 3 block that we get from Ford. We obviously check it and validate that it's a good usable core. It has a coolant crossover that we block off here, and then we bore it for sleeves. We use a LA ductile iron sleeve on this short block. We use a Ford Performance crankshaft straight from those guys. And then we use a Manley I-beam rod and a Manley piston. This particular engine has a flat top piston in it, which would yield you around 10-to-1 compression ratio. This one's destined for some big power. Usually the guys that get the flat tops, you know, are going to make some big power with them. We surface this thing and then we install a stainless O-ring wire in this. This O-ring wire is only sticking up 2 to 3 thousandths proud. It's designed to use a multi-layer steel head gasket like a Cometic or even a factory GT500 head gasket. You know, is what we use on these things quite often as well. So this short block here is good to 1600 horsepower, wheel horsepower, you know. And you could use it with any of the cylinder heads. You could use a GT350 cylinder head, a Gen 3. If you use a Gen 1 cylinder head, you need to use a different head gasket with it, a head gasket that's designed for a Gen 1. But this short block could go in any generation Coyote and make 1500 wheel horsepower, no problem.
Yeah, very cool. Joe, you were mentioning a couple of the components that you guys have in. You know, how many different ways can you set up the same short block based on what somebody might do with it? 2
different ways. We offer it in a dome piston, which will yield you 11-to-1 compression ratio based off what head you have, and in a flat top like you see here, that'll give you 10-to-1 compression.
Okay. And then you mentioned the different heads that guys could put on. You know, what would that differ in terms of the horsepower output that guys might see with it?
Well, there's not a whole lot of horsepower difference between all of the cylinder heads. Some of them, like this Gen 3 cylinder head, would be direct injection, you know, so it would have a direct injection pump that would mount to the top of it. The earlier Gen 1s and Gen 2s were just a normal head, non-CNC ported, you know, and then you could go to a GT350 or a GT500 head that's ported, you know, from the factory and bolt it right on and go and have a 9,000 RPM capable engine, you know, just like that.
Very cool. And then this is something that a guy could use as a daily driver street application all the way up to some heavy duty drag racing.
Absolutely, we have guys drive them every single day as daily drivers. And then, you know, they're track cars as well, you know, so, and then this same short block's been in plenty of like no time grudge cars, going very, very fast, you know, so it's a great little piece. Yeah. Works really good.
Awesome. Well, Joe, we appreciate you telling us a little bit of information about it. Guys, that's been this episode of Engine of the Week. Make sure you're checking out everything that Joe's got going on here at Fast Forward Race Engines. And as always, make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more engine content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.